Special thanks to Skylar Cole for that lovely performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back, folks. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball. Well, Brent, tonight we got a... Great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA. I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
So a look at our starters for the Heat. They've got Isaac Okoro, Jalen Duren out there with Edey, then it's Miller, and it's Cunningham in at the point. Now here's Dort. Down low. And Okoro over to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's Seattle with the ball. Back to Dort. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Out to the wing. Covered by Duren. Three-pointer. And Dort is good for 3.
The size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. Could be really effective at any position on the floor.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Thanks for that, Allie. It's deflected.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Here's Baker. He's watched by Cunningham. He's watched by Cunningham. The rebound by Edey. For Miami, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Miller, the pass to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And play stops as it looks like an over-the-back call here.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness. and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
Yeah, Cade eager but not rushed that time, just jumping at the chance for the quick shot.
Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Miller. Edwards can't hit.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Miller, the pass to Cunningham. Over Dort. And it's Cunningham missing.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And here's Edwards outside. Drops in the three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Heat trail by 4. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And it's Cunningham missing.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
And there's a pick. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Edwards got 5 now.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Now here's Edwards. 17 points in his last outing. Baker. It's tipped.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter. They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Heat trail by 4. And here's Cunningham. A guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. Miller on the wing for 3. Sinks the tray.
There's so much rarity in a wing or big guard like Cade to have that kind of vision. He's special.
Guarded by Miller. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Miami has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Cunningham against Dort. Now Cunningham. Last game he had 28 points. And a two-handed jam.
And I think when Cade keeps it simple like that, good things happen.
Now here's Dort. Pass to Baker. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Cunningham looking it over. Here's Edey. Back to Cunningham. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know, the question is, do you leave him in? A third foul this early could spell trouble.
Christopher, he's checked in for Miami. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. Call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Holmes, he's checked in for Seattle. And let's take a look at the power rankings and see how these teams compare across the league. Taking a look at Seattle, they're still the top team in this league, sitting at number 1.
When I look at the Heat, They're sitting in a good position now with the top spot in reach, but it's been a very uneven season for them overall with plenty of challenges.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Ooh, poked away. Okoro on the wing. No points so far. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Okoro finding a way to just keep himself involved in what they're doing offensively.
Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Oh, man, the defender bites on the up fake, giving him a clear line to the basket.
Hey, when it works, that move is just too pretty. Here's Christopher doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. The three-pointer off the mark. Seattle has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Outside Edwards. Covered by Duran. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That one on Duran. Seattle shooting their first foul shot of the night. Here's Miller. He's got 5. Uses the glass on the layup. Miller's got 7.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Rebound Miami.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Here's Christopher. Yet to see a basket. Over Dort. Christopher misses. For Seattle, they've gone 7 of 16 so far. Fires it. Edwards, that's good. Edwards has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Back to Okoro. Duran, the pass to Christopher. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. On the break. Baker, the pass to Edwards. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Heat trail by 3. Here's Christopher. 8 points in his last time out. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. Seattle making a switch here. It's both from the stripe. Here's Ojale. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, knocked backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. Heat trail by 3. Miller, right side. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Okoro, left side. Seattle pulls it in, and they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the 3rd quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
On the take, and he buries his first look.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Miami, trailing by 2. Here's Christopher to the left wing from about 19. Edey, that's good.
Christopher.
Seattle has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Vaughn, still without a bucket. Duran with a steal. Minute 32 left to play in the first. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And now a look at the teams who excelled at rebounding over the last month. In third, the Heat.
And both of these teams have been great at rebounding the ball over the last month, making sure they're doing whatever they can to get the boards off the miss.
Here's Vaughn. And no good, trying to use the glass. Miami's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. And there's the screen.
First personal foul.
Miami shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Shooting for Miami, Charles Bassey. 2 shots.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they're just hacking away out there. I mean, it's costing them, too, at the free throw line.
Here's Ogilvy. Deflected! There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Miller on the wing. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Inside. And they're on the break. Here's Brown. Here's Ogilvy. Over to the left wing. Holmes passes to Baker. And again, it's Seattle missing. Heat shooting around 40% early on here. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. It's Christopher on the wing, defended by Brown. Christopher, pass to Miller. There's a screen. And Holmes pulls it down. It's Brown on the wing. Got it off in time. And that's not going to go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Heat leading by just 2. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if he... neither of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Heat.
But so far, they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
On the court for Miami here in the second. They've got Brandon Miller, and it's Christopher in at point guard.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
Here's Christopher. Here's Bassi. Second chance effort. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Jumps up. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans are possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Tipped. Tries again. It doesn't go for him. Miami has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Miller with it. 7 points in the game. And Miami again with the bucket.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Good work there as it goes. 9 points in the game. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Miller on the wing. The three. Okoro on the wing. Lets the three fly. He drops it from range. Okoro's got 12 points in the game.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Got a piece of it. Here's Christopher. The three is up. And again, it's Miami from deep.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the 3-point shot.
Seattle trails by 8. Here's Ojale. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Miller outside. Just his 4th. Make in 10 tries.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Vaughn, guarded by Miller, driving inside, and the basket by Vaughn.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Christopher. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Step back shot. Another shot. Miller, right side. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Vaughn.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor. but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And it's now only a 1-point Miami lead. Miami has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. In transition, here they come. Throw it down on the breakaway jam. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Miami calls timeout. So both teams changing it up here. And as we start to wrap up voting, this list of contenders for the three-point contest begins to take its final form. And I got to say, this is an impressive collection of talent.
Yeah, it sure is, B.A. Every single one of these guys has a clean shot at taking home the trophy. They are all elite shooters from three-point range.
You take a look at Edwards. He's in third in voting. It looks like he's going to earn a spot in the three-point contest.
And he's going to be dangerous. 100% he could win it in what should be an absolutely loaded field.
The voting is just about over. We'll keep you updated. This is just a tremendous list.
And each year that passes by, it becomes more and more difficult to pick a field. So many talented shooters in the NBA right now.
Brown, no good. Miami has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Oh, deflected. It's Christopher on the wing. He's got 7, and that one drops.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Here's Baker.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Christopher misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
From the baseline. Brown, no good. For Miami, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Hauser, that's good.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
The jump hook. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Christopher. 9 points in the game. Pass to Hauser from behind the arc. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Seattle trails by 4. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Christopher. Bassey, the pass to Christie. Here's Hauser. Knocks down the triple. Hauser's got 6.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Pass to Baker. Takes a 3. Rebound Miami. Bassey's got 8 rebounds in the game. Miami leading by 5. Here's Christopher. This one for 3. Can't get it to drop. Seattle has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. The drive.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
And the Heat shooting about 41%. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Nice shot by Christie. And the Heat lead by 5.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Oh, nice shot by Brown.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And Miami has possession, following the bucket by Seattle. Here's Christopher. He's got 9. And that one's good. Christopher's got 9 points now in the quarter. Seattle has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Here's Christie. 10 points in his last outing. Here's Christopher. 5 to shoot. And he lobs it up, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. 17-foot shot on the way. Brown, no good. Miami leading by 7. Here's Hauser. They get it back. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Heat. What a season thus far for them. Second place in the conference.
I think for the Heat, I really think the high expectations put a certain amount of pressure on these guys. But to their credit, they have really stepped up to it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Kate Cunningham's checked in for Christopher. And here's Cunningham. He's got 6. Cade on the move. Pass to Hauser. 5 on the clock.
2 minutes.
Seattle pulls it in. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Here's Cunningham following the bucket by Seattle. To the paint. Pass to Hauser from outside the arc. The 3 is up. No good on the shot. Seattle shooting an outstanding 61% in the second. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Seattle shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for Seattle, Bond taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Seattle making a switch here. Holmes is checked in. Edie's checked in for Miami. Okoro comes in for Hauser.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 6. To the middle. Stolen by Holmes. And they're pushing it up. Ooh, it's stolen away. And that'll be Miami's ball as it goes out of bounds. Heat able to keep the possession. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Christie. No good again that time. Seattle has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Baker. Picked by Holmes. 13 feet out. The rebound by Edie. Edie's got 6 rebounds in the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 5 points in the game.
Well, we wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every 2 possessions.
Drains the triple.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Edwards for 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so a close game as we wrap up the first. half of play. play. Miami out front, up by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the Phantom half-court shot. Drumline.
Halftime is here. And what better way?
What a gigantic trade. The team made it clear they wanted to get Brandon Ingram, a swingman who's developed impressive range. He can score a dish off the dribble, and his growth over the years has been fun to watch.
Moving right along now to the Miami Heat, they find themselves in a close contest at the half.
They've had the hot hand from deep.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Here's Vaughn. We've got Edwards, and it's Holmes in at center. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Connects on the 17-footer.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
The Heat shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Cunningham outside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Cunningham with that #1 selection, lots of expectations for him, so a steep learning curve to get to the level that he wants to play at, but he's got a great work ethic, and he's going to give you his best effort every night.
Now here's Cunningham, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
And here are the Heat now, following the bucket by Seattle. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. We have a chance to take a look at the teams that are wreaking havoc with their defense this past month.
They've been playing great lockdown defense over the past month. They close out on shooters extremely well and do not allow easy looks.
Now Cunningham, 10 points for him, 6 on the shot clock. Seattle pulls it in. Baker's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Ogilvy. And the bucket is good. Ogilvy's got 8.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
To the inside. Pass to Edey. Cunningham with the ball. They set the pick. Over to the wing. Lets it fly. And it's Edey missing.
He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
From undrafted to a key rotational player, Blue Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brett.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Lugens Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
Out left to the wing. Here's Christie, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Edey. And the layup is good off the glass. Edey's got his second basket of the game.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Ogilvy. From the arc. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Brandon Miller's checked in for Okoro. Heat trail by 4. Cunningham outside.
Seattle foul. Baker. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And now we're 3 minutes into this 3rd quarter of play. Pass to Edey. Here's Christie. Shot clock at 5. From downtown. Offensive rebound. The ball's knocked loose. Edwards for 3. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Miami. 7-point differential. Miller outside. Back to Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Will it go? Such focus from Cunningham.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Here's Ogilvy. 11 points in the game. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Cunningham passes to Miller. Right side. Cunningham finds Miller. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, teammates got to love playing with Cade Cunningham. I mean, this guy plays so unselfish, on-time, on-target passing.
Here's Ogilvy. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal. And he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Now here's Miller. He's got 14. Out to the right wing. Edey for 3. He's off on that one. Seattle on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. To the paint. And he dunks it down. And he's now got the double-double.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 12. Here's Miller. Seattle pulls it in. Here's Ogilvy. Got it. Ogilvy's got 9 points now in the second half.
They have no answer defensively inside.
They set the pick. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Cunningham, with his size and ability, he is constantly applying pressure to the defense.
And he makes the first. The Heat making a switch here. Duran's checked in. Both free throws good from Cunningham. Seattle leading by 8. Here's Vaughn. Give him 20. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Here's Cunningham. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Here's Vaughn, guarded by Miller. 4-3. It's not going to go for him.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Now just a 5-point Seattle lead.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
What a terrific move that is. He's got 13.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Miller. 17 points in the game. From deep three-point land. That one is off. Seattle leading by 7. Covered by Duren. He shoots again. Duren with a rebound. Miami's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Pass to Miller. Shoots over Brown. Miller can't get it to go. And this is what the schedule looks like for Miami. On Friday, they head back home to host the Washington Wizards. Then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago, going up against the Bulls.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
Covered by Duren. Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. There's Cunningham with a 3. The shot no good. Seattle leading by 9. Here's Ogilvy. 15 points in the game. Christie with a rebound. The Heat shooting 41% since halftime. Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance. Miller's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, after hitting a 3 earlier in the game, he now has 3 threes this half, guys.
Here's Brown. It's tipped. Miller outside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Seattle?
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
And Hendricks gets it to go.
Now, that was a clever adjustment. I mean, that was a tough shot.
Now, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Here's Christopher following the bucket by Seattle. And they're running. And he gets it to go. And now an 8-point Seattle lead.
And really showing the athleticism. Flying solo.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Bad foul. That's not who you want to send to the line.
He's had 5 opportunities at the line. He's gone 4 for 5. And he's good on the second. Seattle leading by 7. Here's Hendricks. Here's the pick.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the third quarter. The shot won't fall.
Seattle foul. Hendricks. Second personal foul. Shooting for Miami.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw is good. Seattle has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. 1:44 left in the third. Covered by Duren. Shot is up. Deflected.
personal foul.
He's had 7 tries at the line. He's made 5.
Cade Cunningham, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Seattle. So he gets them both.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
Now here's Dort. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. And Hendricks gets it to go.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Duran with a screen on Dort. Here's Cunningham. Drives to the hoop. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
I love Cade just ripping through right there, getting his strides down and all the way to the rim.
Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. On the night, free throw numbers for him, 7 of 9. Both free throws good from Cunningham. Seattle leading by 4. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And the Heat shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Duran the screen. Cunningham passes to Christopher. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Christopher's got 14 points.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Edey's checked in for Miami. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. And the Heat call time here. He's checked in for Miami. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
They just committed too many fouls. While you don't want to give up easy looks, you also don't want to give away points. It's been a non-stop parade to the free throw line.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Miami calls timeout.
Seconds left in the third. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Now here's Cunningham. 1 second left. Ooh, Cunningham making moves inside.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Seattle out. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth quarter. We've got Cade Cunningham. Brandon Miller is out there with Edey. And it's Christopher in at the 2. And the free throw, no good. Seattle has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Here's Hendricks. And he drops it in from the low post.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
And the Heat making a change here. Duran's checked in.
Into the lineup for the Heat, number 0.
Here's Christopher. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
The first free throw is good.
Christopher taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Seattle shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Oh, there's the alley! And Edwards slams it in.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Here's Christopher. Tipped. Pass to Hendricks. Intercept. Cunningham passes to Miller. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Rebound Miami. Miller outside to take the lead. And he lays it in. Miller's got 4 points in the quarter. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
In close. Goes back up. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Christopher, the pass to Miller. And here's Cunningham. Pass to Christopher. Clock at 6. Tries it from 19. And again, it's Miami converting.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Seattle foul. That brings first personal foul, 4th team foul.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Cunningham with the ball. There's the drive. Cunningham going up and through the defense.
And Cade doing a great job of figuring out how it is that he's going to stay this efficient.
Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Miller. Edwards can't hit. The Heat have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Here's Christopher. Got a hand on it. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Hendricks. And he can't get that one. Great D that time from Miller. Holmes passes to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
So it's Miami now, following the bucket by Seattle. And Holmes with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holmes. Shot clock at 3. That one drops for him. Cunningham's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Tries it from the block, and that's good. Off the glass that time. 27 points for him.
And it's been punch, counter punch between these two today.
Here's Christopher. Cunningham on the wing. Down low. Here's Edie. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Here's Vaughn. Counted. Vaughn's got 26.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Here's Christopher. There's the block, and they get it back.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Edwards for 3, sends it home from three-point land. Now it's a 4-point Seattle lead.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Christopher misses.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
It's deflected. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Holmes. And stolen by Cunningham. And here's Miller. Duran the screen. He's still feeling it. To the left side wing. Miller outside. Second chance shot. Knocked loose. And they recover it.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Vaughn driving in. And a nice finish on the layup. Vaughn's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's delivering for his team when it matters most.
Heat trail by 6. Here's Christopher. Pass to Duran. To the middle. Here's Baker. Hits a three-pointer. And now a 9-point Seattle lead.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
And for the Heat, they're shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started. Here's Christopher. Cunningham, right side. Pass to Duran. And again, no good by Miami. Seattle leading by 9. Duran with a steal. They need this. And Miller the bucket on the assist by Duran. Miller's got 29.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Here's Vaughn. To the inside. Tries again. And Cunningham pulls it down. Cunningham's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Miller. Inside. Stolen by Holmes. On the break. Here's Baker. And that one is hammered home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Cunningham finds Miller.
Seattle foul. Fourth personal foul. Fifth team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Brandon Miller. 2 shots.
Miller hits them both. And it's Seattle with the ball. Here's Vaughn. There's the triple. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Here's Vaughn, following the bucket by the Heat. Down low. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Cunningham.
Fourth personal foul. Teams in the paint.
The first one falls.
The line for the Heat. Cade Cunningham taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Cunningham. Seattle leading by 4. Here's Vaughn, and they pick up 2. Vaughn's got 10 points in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Miller. Now Cunningham. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Cunningham, close to 6'8". He's such a tough cover for bigger guys. How mobile he is. Love him attacking in this mindset.
Both free throws good from Cunningham.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Here's Vaughn. And it's good for 2. Vaughn's got 14 points now in the second half.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses. And the team counting on Cade. He comes through.
Seattle leading by 4. 1:46 left to play in the fourth. Vaughn. Here's Holmes. Good D by Duren. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Christopher misses.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
A minute 22 left in the game. And it's off from 3-point range.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
The finish! All alone. Cunningham finishing the break.
And Cade Cunningham stepping up in a big moment for this squad.
Here's Vaughn to the paint. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Miller. Pass to Duren. And here's Cunningham outside. That shot is off.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Here's Vaughn, covered by Duren. It's good. Vaughn's got 38 points.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Edey, that's good. Here's Vaughn. Fires for 3. Duren with the rebound. Tipped. Here's Vaughn. It counts. So we see Seattle get the win here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.